Assalamu alaikum and welcome to a new video in the Diwani Jali series. In today's video we are going to talk about letters Noon and Ha. With regards to the letter Noon, it's quite simple. When it's singular it has two shapes. The first one would be 3 moves. The first move is 3 points high and 1 point wide. So what happens here is that you move down to the right, then curve back to the left. Just like a Wissam move, you do this shape. Quite simple, nothing complicated about it. It's a bit turned, like it's slightly curving to the left. So here, this will give you this middle line, just like Wissam. And the second move would be quite curvy in some cases. Sometimes it's sharp, but the prettier, in my opinion, is this one. You go down, you curve back, and you go back up. And this move is basically 3 points wide, just like all the noons in the other scripts. Finally, you've got this midline. This is the line where the letter sort of finishes to, just like this. And it finishes higher, basically. So you've got the first move, the second move, and the third move. And this is 1 point drop to know how much drop you're going to need here for the letter Noon. So do it again. We go down to the right, then we curve to the left, go down, rotate upward. As you can see, it's circular. Then when we come back, you use the tip of the pen to draw this pretty shape up here. Then you would put the dot in the middle. This is the place where the Noon's dot comes. Now, what I was talking about is this part. Sometimes you would see the second move would be suddenly changing direction, just like this. So you would get this shape in it. But it's fine. Both shapes work if you want to see them. Now, this is the first singular shape. The second singular shape would be just like a ba. You would do a ba letter, which is really big, and no differences here. You just do this exact same thing and you come back and the dot will be here. So basically this will contain this. So this letter is so big that it contains the small one that we just saw. This with regards to the Noon by itself. When it connects, at the beginning it's a ba, and at the middle it's also a ba. So go back to that lesson to remember what we talked about. But at the end you have several options. So for example, mim Noon, you stop up here. Then you come back just like a normal Noon, like the one we just saw there. Use the exact same moves, 1, 2, and 3 to write it. Now it should be neater than this, so when you go back you have to keep an eye on the first move, which is going down just like this, then left, curving down, then back up with a nice shape up here. Now, you can see that in here, this is sort of balanced. Meanwhile, here it's curving, it's sort of pointing to the left a bit. And this is basically how we write it actually. This one is just to show you how it looks like without any distortion. So, yeah, this is the mim Noon. We could also write kun, which we could use the big Noon with. So here we have a kaf, connects to a Noon, which is based on a ba. Now there's something important about the Diwani Jali, and here's the dot, it's that In some cases you will see different shapes and different decorations depending on the artist who makes it or writes it. So keep your mind open and keep notice of new moves, new styles, and learn for them. I think this is something amazing about the Diwani Jali. So here we've got the letter Noon in both shapes. We're going to move on to the letter Ha, and in Ha it's easy, it's simple, it's easier than other scripts, but you need to focus a bit. So 3 points of width. We're going to again do it like the normal way. Let's drop it 1.5 points. And what happens here, again, with regards to the angle we hold the pen with, it's like quite vertical with regards to the note and even the hat. So you're gonna go down all the way to here and stop. You can see the moves, so one curve that joins the other smoothly. Then down here you would simply continue with a straight sort of line to the left. I've divided these so that you could see that you've got 1 going down, 2 is straightening up, 3 is going upward. And up here it's important to keep an eye on this thing. So you're going it up with like a fat move, just like this, and it extrudes for 1 point outside the letter. When you come back with a fat letter, keep an eye on this line that I've added here, because this line is where you're going to stop and you're going to change direction. You see how it looks like? So these lines are important. In some cases they are inclined this way, which I'm going to see in a bit. So this is the hat at the beginning, and it connects smoothly to another hat, let's say. Let's do it again. And this time we're going to make it a bit horizontal, because this is how you're going to see it most of the time. It's not going to be curvy. Now keep an eye on this negative space, which has to be like an eye shape. And you go back and you do the fat shape again with this shape. At the end, the hat looks very similar to the Ruqa and the Diwani hat. So you simply stop and you come back down and it gives you this lovely shape. It's quite small, it's 1 by 1. So yeah, there's another one that you might see but it's not familiar, which is basically you go up, then left, then you stop here just like an LF. Then when you come back with the tip of the pen, you extrude slightly, like neatly from the main line. You rotate and you come back and you color this part. So this is a hat. It's basically this shape of the hat, but you add it like a decoration to it. So this is the hat at the beginning, at the middle, at the end. The hat by itself has also 2 options. The first one would be, depending on the style, would be very circular and simple. Notice the angle of the negative space. So what happens is that the first move would go up and down and it will stop with this degree of inclination. Then the second move would join it smoothly back here. The upper move is higher a bit than the lower one. So this space is smaller than this space. This is the first shape. There's another shape that is prettier in my opinion. And in that one, this would be kind of straight, the line of start. And this first move would be quite sharp, but the second one would be a bit fattish, let's say, or thick. You can see it looks like a cone up here, like an egg. Now the second move is what makes it pretty in my opinion. This one goes like a thuluth thing. It has this thuluth taste to it. So you basically go down and you curve up. And when you do that, you've got this lovely difference in spaces. So on the right, it's bigger than the left. And the inside, as you can see here, the negative space inside looks like a hazelnut. And that is something I love in calligraphy, when things start to look like, what do you call them? Fruits and vegetables. Anyway, So this is the hat. I love this one. By the way, ta marbuta, which is the ta at the end, also carries the same shape as the hat with regards to this one and this one. And yeah, you should basically write any of them. So if you want to write an example with regards to the hat, you could write يهمه, interests him. So yeah, connecting to a hat. Then this hat connects to a meme. And since the meme connects to a hat, we're going to use this meme, as you can see. يهمه. It's quite simple. Just keep an eye on the sharp angles of this one and the space of the hat over here. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed today's lesson, and like, share and subscribe to the channel, and see you in the next ones. This has been Ammar Abaudi. I hope you have a lovely day, evening or night. Goodbye.